Me, I want to be a wealthy woman. Wealthy. Huh? Wealthy. That means in all aspects. Spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally, all holistically. I want to be wealthy and I want to be at the top. People rarely relate to people who, show up like they know it all, they have it all figured out. No one has it all figured out. Everyone is just battling their own demons. Siku hizi Masi anafurahi, siku hizi, anakaa vizuri, siku hizi, ana light up. Yeah, people will begin to tell you. And that is how you will know you have good mental health.
You're watching unpacking podcast, where families get restored, transformed and healed. 'Cause he never ever lose a battle. He never ever lose a battle. God never ever lose a battle. He never ever lose a battle. You're watching unpacking podcast, where families get restored, transformed and healed.
What's up, my people? Welcome to the Mind Pursuit podcast, where we talk about mental health and well-being. I'm your host, Masin Zuki, the Mind Advocate. I know you're wondering what's this beautiful scenery right here. Mint at Moa, it's its name. Check them out on LinkedIn at Mint at Moa Restaurant and Conference Facility. Come dine with them, and I know you will thank me later. So today we are talking about something that is very close to my heart, leadership. I believe leadership is about influence. How many people can follow you? Without position, how many can follow you? That will tell you whether you're a leader. And leadership also starts with you as an individual. Are you able to lead your life? So get to know more about what leadership is all about in this section.
What does leadership mean to you in everyday life, even without a formal title?
It's about influence. Like, it influence hata ile time yenye you want to go out with your girlies, or for gentlemen, if you want to go out with your man friends, do they follow you? If no one follows you anywhere, even within the family unit, ukisema to watch hii ama tufanye hii, wanasemanga ni sawa tu. By the way, hiyo yako imeweza. If they don't do that, then you're not leading. So leadership is about influence, my people. Yeah.
Who in your life has influenced you the most?
Oh, that's a deep question. As a mentor, let me start within the family setup. My lovely sister has really influenced my life a lot, because I say, for sure, she embodied the role of a firstborn. I've learned about entrepreneurship. I've learned a lot about so many things through her. Yeah. So big ups to my sister, my parents as well, my mother, my father, my brother, who was such a celeb in school. I was able to learn a lot from him. He had a lot of influence. He's a leader for sure. Yeah. So big ups to my brother Jemo, and my younger brother, who keeps on reminding me to slow down. It's never that serious with life. So yeah, let's just stay with that. Yes, so those are people that have really influenced, and they continue to influence my life.
How can the little intentional actions create impact in your work or family?
Wow, the little intentional actions. Wow, one thing like showing up for myself. I cannot I cannot pour from an empty cup. So showing up for myself helps me to be able to accommodate my own family members. Yeah.
How does influence differ from authority? And why does it matter for young adults?
Yeah. There are people who are just leading because they are in that position. Like, young people follow them just because they're in that position. Otherwise, given an option, they wouldn't follow them. But then now, when it comes to influence, regardless of being in that position or not, people will follow you regardless.
How can we lead through example rather than instruction?
Oh, by just being you. Like, let's be real, people. Like, I think it takes more effort to act the person you're not. Just be you. Yeah. And that's one thing that I've embraced as Mercy. Like, I'm just me, what I show you is who I am. Yeah.
How do spiritual values guide our decisions and our leadership styles?
Oh, Christ. I love how Christ led by example. Like, he washed his disciples' feet. He showed, even when the disciples were going out to evangelize, he was with them. Like, he led from the front. And that's the difference between, a leader and a manager. Yeah. And for spirit, just to stay with spirituality, I love how Christ modeled servant leadership.
Since we're talking about mental health, also in the podcast, how does mental wellness affect your ability to influence and lead others effectively?
Ooh, yeah. When you embody mental wellness, when one experiences mental wellness, and maybe you're wondering what mental wellness is, in a layman, it's good mental health. Like, when you feel you're just okay, nothing is stressing you, you're happy, you're content with where you are at in terms of life, as you envision to do better. Yeah. So at the end of the day, if you experience that, then and you're able to embody it, then it will show to even the rest of the people. They'll be like, squeezy Mercy anafurahi, squeezy, anakaa vizuri, squeezy, ana light up. Yeah, people will begin to tell you. And that is how you will know you have good mental health. So let me just give you tools. An acronym called PERMA. P stands for positive emotions. When you're experiencing positive, you're not agitated. Like, you're not you're responding more than reacting. You're not reacting is acting by impulse. So you're not acting by impulse. You're responding more to situation. Then that is a sign that tells you you're experiencing mental wellness. Two, when you're engaging, all work without play makes Jack a dull boy. So when you have good engagements with people, with yourself, that is a key factor to show that you're experiencing positive mental health. Third, relationships, relating well with people. Fourth, having meaning in life. And lastly, a sense of accomplishment. Those are just nuggets that can help you know that you're experiencing mental wellness. Yeah.
Okay, there's a myth that says leaders must be perfect and never struggle emotionally. How does this affect young adults that are stepping into leadership?
Yeah, and I know some of the leaders, actually, they really struggle to show up perfect. And even for me as Mercy, I'm such a perfectionist. But one of the things that I am unlearning is progress over perfection. So as leaders, we actually need to be more vulnerable, because vulnerability is king. People rarely relate to people who, show up like they know it all, they have it all figured out. No one has it all figured out. Everyone is just battling their own demons. And the sad bit is, when you compare yourself with someone, you wish to be that person. That person, when they look at you, they wish to be you. Total confusion. So, but be vulnerable, be you, be real. Yeah.
There's a fact that says strong leaders acknowledge struggles, set boundaries, and model healthy self care. So, how again does this affect leadership?
Yeah, like, embrace your struggles. We relate well with, even me, I personally relate well with people who show us how they've been able to struggle and made it in life, and they're still trying to evolve, because it's never, we are all trying to evolve. So I love that. And that is part of leadership. You see, even with Christ, we saw him, becoming angry and beating people out of the temple, like, he showed us he's human. He was total human and total Christ. So also we need to embody that as well. Like, just embrace our moments and not be intimidated by showing our authentic selves. And showing our authentic selves comes with our struggles, sharing our struggles, so that people know that not everything is perfect. And one of the books that I'll highly recommend to us, that will help us to learn more about it, it's called It's by somebody called, is it Bryn Brown? Yes, Daring Greatly by Bryn Brown. You learn more about vulnerabilities.
You're watching Mind Password Podcast.
How can young adults balance leadership responsibilities with mental well-being?
Oh, just remember to breathe. As a leader, imagine it's okay for you to breathe. You don't have to have it all figured out. I know as a leader, there's a role that you need to take. I'm not saying you slack in terms of taking up that particular role. What needs to be done needs to be done. But at the end of the day, remember to pause and breathe, because you're human. We are not machines. That's the difference between us and the machines. Yeah. So don't be mechanical. Yeah. Allow yourself to be and breathe.
Can you please tell us what are the simple daily practices that help you to lead effectively while nurturing your mind and relationships?
One, to remind myself to breathe. It's never that serious. Oh, somebody like me, I have made it a habit of just reminding myself, and I'm still evolving, you know. So like reminding myself to, it's never that serious. So breathe. Also, taking time out to just understand where I am at, and that's what we call mindfulness. Staying with my thoughts and my emotions and trying to see, what am I feeling, what am I thinking about, what is making me happy, what is making me sad, and reaching out for help, because I do not have everything figured out. And that's where my mentors come in to be able to guide me and, lead me in areas that I am still growing or evolving in. So those are some of the ways that I am coping.
Okay, in relation to the guest that will be coming,
Yeah.
hint at the kinds of expertise that your future guests will bring in relation to substance abuse.
Oh yeah. So my guest, oh my God, you are going to learn a lot from him, because he's someone who has gone through struggling with alcoholism and has been able to actually, come out of it. And now he's actually supporting people who are struggling with alcoholism and drugs and substance use in general. So I know you are going to learn a lot from him. You're going to learn a lot from one of the experts who's coming in to talk about family dynamics. Yeah. I know everything starts and falls with the family. Like, even from our previous guest, when you heard their stories, they're like, when I was young, my mother, my father, my sister, it's mostly my mother and father, told me this, and it stuck with me. We are a sum total of our childhood experiences. So I can't wait to host our guest who is going to give us the dynamics around family and helping us to learn that, let me tell you, things don't go wrong within a family setup. They start wrong. So I can't wait to have the marriage and family therapist coming on board to just share with us more about what does it mean when I say things don't go wrong, they start wrong.
Okay, and how will these conversations help the listeners in terms of leadership?
Oh, you will understand even within the family setups how you need to lead as a man, as a wife, even as a child. What role do you play to ensure that your family experiences mental wellness? Amazing. Where has God used an ordinary moment for a person to shape your life? Oh, I actually recently this month I am reading the book of Acts. And oh God, I read about Paul's story and how Paul met Timothy when Timothy was working, and it was amazing. And for me, that taught me the aspect of mentorship, because Paul was very intentional in terms of leading Timothy. He was able to observe. So leadership comes with observing. Observe your mentees, observe the people you're leading, get to understand their strong points, take time to understand their areas of growth and be able to nurture them. And I was able to see this through the journey of Paul. Yeah. So as us, you have people that were up to, yeah. Oh, absolutely. I have a number. I have a number of people that I'm looking up to in terms of leadership. One is Emma Greed. you know. Mel Robbins, Oprah Winfrey. I can name so many. Locally, Bishop Masinde. um, who else? Miles Monroe. I know the late Miles Monroe. He was such an amazing person who taught us about leadership. And I really like learning more from him.
Yeah. And as Mercy, do you feel like there are people who are looking up to you for, like, you are their leader?
Yeah, I have people who are looking up to me for sure, and my mentees, and I'm truly grateful for them, because through them I'm also able to learn a number of things. Like, guys are gifted out here. And that's one thing I really love about my mentees. They are so diverse, even in their thinking, and that's something amazing that I keep on learning every single time and every single day. Yeah.
How can listening to God guide your leadership style and decisions this year?
Oh, listening to Jesus and allowing him to direct my path. So how it can guide my life is just taking some time out, like Daniel, taking time to meditate, taking time to pray, taking time to listen to him. That will go a long way for me. So that's one thing that I choose to intentionally do this year to continue guiding me.
Does spiritual guidance and reflection enhance your ability to impact others positively?
Absolutely, because I am learning from the best. I'm learning from Christ. And let me tell you, the other beauty, and I'm really grateful for, is for my father. My father is such a leader, has been a leader in my life, and very instrumental in my life. He has taught me how to value people. He has taught me how to intentionally take care of myself, because he says in this life there are two things that you always ought to have. One is to eat well and dress, and two is to dress well. So that is the importance of life. Like, life is not complicated, so that is one thing that I carry with me.
Back to your mentees, you say that you lead them by influence, right?
Yes.
So, what have you learned from them?
Oh wow, first of all, it's never that serious. They keep on reminding me, oh my God, I can be such a serious babe. So, like, yeah, it's never that serious. The other thing is creativity. My mentees are gifted. Oh my good days. Oh Lord, they are so gifted. So, like, I learn about diversity of life through them. And that's one thing I really am grateful for.
Yeah, we are also grateful to be your mentor.
Ooh.
What is one leadership action you can take this week that creates a positive influence?
Oh, reading books. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait to just continue reading books. I've just finished my third book for the month. Yeah, so that's one thing that I'm taking with me. Yeah.
How can you use what you're learning from the podcast to grow in impact without overextending yourself?
I think they are the nuggets that come with people sharing their stories. Because from my perspective, I'm a clinician. I'm in the psychology space, and we can be very clinical. But now listening about mental health and well-being, when through having a conversation with someone and how it has impacted their lives, is something that I treasure greatly, and I'm carrying with me. Those gems that I get from the stories, from the conversation that I'm having with my guests, those are the things that I carry with me.
In a nutshell, from the segment leadership by influence, what can you tell us about it? What do you expect from it this year from the podcast?
Oh, so from the podcast, I'm ready to learn from my guests. Like, just keep quiet and learn, because si ninasikia ni kama nimeongea sana. Like, I just want to learn, and that's what I'm looking forward to. Learning how people interpret the situations that have happened in their lives. Learning how people have been able to get moments that have redefined their lives for the better. That's one thing that I'm really looking forward to. Yeah.
As a leader, what are some of the challenges that you've faced?
Oh, some of the challenges that I've faced as a leader is sometimes, kwanza, I came to learn in the long run. at first I was like, why can't we look at life in this lens? I was very uptight and wanting people to like do things in a particular way. But now I realize in high insight that, there's no right way. Like sometimes even listening to someone and where they are coming from, they may even come up with a better idea that will be able to scale me, propel me faster than what I was clinging onto. So that's one thing that, yeah, I'm taking with me about leadership and it's about influence. There's no, my way of like, what, there's a definition of success. My own definition of success is not another person's definition of success. My own way of defining success. Me, I want to be a wealthy woman. Wealthy. Huh? Wealthy. That means in all aspects. Spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally, all holistically. I want to be wealthy. And I want to be at the top, of everything that I do. But to somebody else, success is just having a decent home. Yeah, and that's it. So I've learned to embrace people's diversity.
You're watching Mind Password Podcast.
Yeah, so thank you so much. I hope you have learned a lot. Keep it locked only at Mind Pursuit Podcast. And remember to subscribe, share, tell a friend and to tell a friend. And I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.